Thanks, bro.
And we're back.
We're back in track. Tahu, Dion, welcome, boys. 20-0 to Wrecking Ball. Sorry, we just finally fixed the streaming issue. Thank you to Honi Tito.
Philip, Mr. Cooksley, Cole, Jacob, welcome. Alright, Jimmy looks like he's already cleared up there. I think he's got enough angle to stun behind the 8. No, maybe not.
Who knows, mate?
I think he can get behind that 8.
Yeah, it's there, mate. It's there.
That 8.
Or you can just kiss it and hope and pray. Oh, yeah, I hear the Argentinian anthem. My favourite anthem of all time. Sorry. And I think Jimmy can. Yeah, go on, Jim. Good shot, mate. That was it. Nice, Jimmy.
Yeah.
So, wow, Wrecking Balls are on an absolute tear. So it is a 10-1, so it's 30-1.
Wow, they've almost won the whole round. Just one more and they've won the entire
a
round.
Perfect round. I've actually never ever seen a perfect round. It's pretty
10-1, almost.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
The closest thing
30,
to it.
30-1.
Don't be fooled though, team. This is Wrecking Ball's break. So, I mean, at this level, these guys are just breaking and clearing every now and then. So you got to expect spotters to do the same in the next round. Hey Ryan, how's it going? I'm sure Francis is watching too, eh?
I didn't even get to say good hello to Francis. Johnny McDupper, kiddo. Right, is it the All Blacks? No, it's not All Blacks. Okay, Joe, with a couple of options here. How's he getting to get onto it though? Do you play the stop shot here, or do you just try and screw back? I think you just got to try and minimise that white ball movement, hey?
You've got to get that 3 out there. Oh. I don't think it goes in that corner.
No, he might play the double though, maybe?
The double's the shot, yeah, I'd say so.
He's got to make sure he's not flirting too much with that 13 ball. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, he tried to force it in.
Yeah, unfortunately.
It's all out in the open now. This is Jono's chance.
Yeah. Okay. Now, does Jono run this out, Miguel, or does he play safe?
I'd say he can run this out. Jono's quite a confident player and quite experienced, so I'd imagine that he would run this out.
No,
Just kidding.
He understands the magnitude of it.
Just kidding.
No, you see how there he actually hit the 11, I believe it is, into the cushion and then try to cover the white ball back up again. That is considerably better than just leaving the white ball behind the 14. Yeah, it's still a snooker behind the 14, but at this caliber, these guys are jumping and hitting that ball every time, and even probably potting it at least 50%. So great intelligence there by Jono, and understanding that he had to cover that up. I actually don't even know if Joe jumps. I've never actually seen him jump before. Okay, covering the 8 up nicely. Great shot, Joe. Great shot. Oh, it's 30-1. No spotters there.
30-1 there, AJ. We've got AJ here helping us out with the scoring. 30-1. So 30 for Wrecking Balls, 1 to spotters. Oh yeah, Francis is playing Fortnite.
Classic Francis.
Probably the best 4-year-old of Fortnite you'll ever see, guys.
Yeah, mate. No, it's 15 back. 31. No, it's 30 gone, bro. I think Jono's going to probably run out here very vast majority of the time. He's got options here that he plays 11. I think he probably has 14 with that Revo shaft and screws it back.
He could play the 11 and the 10 and the 14, or he might play a bit of one pocket and just chuck them all in
I think, corner. Yeah, I'd probably play them all same pocket, bro.
If you play them all in that corner, you've got a lot of room for error, so it's not too bad.
He does play the 11. Look at that curvature on that ball. Oh, he's stitched himself up a little bit, Jono.
He'll have to play that plant. If he wants to win it, if he wants to win it now, he'll have to play the plant. If he plays the plant, the 10 should drift towards that top left corner pocket. It's the other thing with the plants, you've got to, if you're using your own 2 balls, you got to sort of predict where the other one's going and position for it, especially. Oh, maybe
try
not.
to cut that.
Has he gone for the safe or?
No, I don't think you can safe that much.
Here's Joe's time to come back here.
Gets the spotters considerably on the board in a somewhat substantial state. $35. So after round 1, 35-11 to the spotters. Okay, Chris Bowman at the table here. Jeez, he's reaching for quite flexible. Good reach. Yeah, Pete, you might see Cootsy with
What was that, AJ?
At least he's not lazy to get the jigger.
That's how your dad got his foot all tied up, eh? That's right.
He was too lazy to get the jigger.
Hey, your dad's a tall man. Someone like me, I used to jigger every second shot.
Yeah, we're quite
about
short.
5 foot nothing. You can see there, Jimmy, making sure that pack's tight. He's not exactly satisfied with it, so just going to double check. Now that can change the game in this tournament. We're playing under the VNEA format, so it's just 1 frame to each player. And if that rack's not stacked up and you're a player that likes to break and clear, it's going to put a bit of a spanner in your works. You know, Chris is just
Nice break, Jimmy, but he's actually scratched on the white. No, look. Oh, is it the white there? Is it the 9? It's a 9, I think.
Yeah.
It's a 9.
Alright,
Scroll down.
so Chris on the right here, Chris Bowman playing for Wrecking Balls. Bit of a pickle here.
Yeah, T beginners. Yeah, T beginners, bro. T beginners. Sorry about that. Ryan, I didn't see your message, mate. Yeah, so T beginners playing out of their mind, playing incredibly good pool, as we did discuss earlier. They were the dark horses, but getting through to the final with 2 lives, are pretty impressive. They're going to have to be double dipped on for them not to walk away with $10,000. That's pretty amazing.
I was over there with them before, having a chat to them, and they actually what they're doing is quite cool. They're playing a few sort of, I don't know, card games to keep their mind stimulated. They don't want to get cold while they're waiting for the next match, so they're taking it very seriously. So it should be a great final either way.
Beautiful.
Marvin split that up quite nicely there. Looks like all the bigs are out in the open.
Yeah, I think they are, eh? Yeah, bigs are. No, I think the bigs are easy there, mate. Easy pickings.
Now the order is crucial. He can pot all of them, but he's got to decide which ball he wants to go for first. He's probably going to go for the 15.
I think Richard's out here too, by the way, for a 10-4. Nice shot by Marvin. So it looks like a spotter's start to the round, and you said that earlier, Miguel. It's going to be very much on serve, well, largely.
Yeah.
There you go, Jared, mate. You guys had a good fight today. And
Look at that, Richard.
10-4 for Richard. Spotters get to 21. 39-21 is the score now. 39-21.
Marvin's going to take that 9. in the middle pocket.
No, it's going to stay here. He's going to stay. Yeah. No, Mike, one hit. No, it's gone over the army. Whoa. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, put there. Oh, yeah, see. Okay, so roll down at the table here. Bigs are definitely to play here. Relatively open. He's opened up even more. Actually, he might not be on for the 12 there. Slightly off. He's going to have to play the 15. Not ideal at all. Geez, it was a beautiful day this morning, and now it's quite wet. You could, mate. You could. Okay, he's playing the 15 here. Forced to play the 15. Not ideal, and he's missed it. And he stood straight up on that shot. Not the greatest technique. Yeah, no, you can't do that. Got to stay down on your shot, and that's especially important when you're playing $2,500 difference in prize money. Both teams are guaranteed $2,500, but the winner will be guaranteed $5,000. Yeah, so second team, everyone gets prizes that came today because they all qualified for the final. So $400 was $500 was the lowest price. Yeah, our team played really well. I'm pretty happy with our team, considering our draw was pretty tough. We went into some of the top teams, a couple of the top teams, walked away with $700. So pretty happy with that. Played really well when we needed to play really well. Just hitters just managed to get us and take our second life off us the last couple of frames, and Jimmy's team took it off us in the first frame. So that's a 10-1 for spotters. So spotters are catching up well after a bit of a shaky first round. So it's 40 wrecking balls, 31 spotters. 40 wrecking balls, 31 spotters. And looks like Cootsy's next up. 40 for wrecking balls. Yeah, so it was almost a perfect first round for wrecking balls. The first perfect first three frames. Spotters struggling to get a single point, and they've clawed back on. So it's well on serve here at the moment. And Tony, mate, I've just told Jimmy about your proposal, so he's going to have a little think about it. See if we can get Jimmy over to Adelaide. Hey, Brooke, how you going? Okay, Cootsy's up. Roll down, standing up a lot on the shot. Yeah, great. Oh, it's a nice break, but yeah, you're right. It's dry. Decent spread on it. Oh, it looks like there's a bit of a... Is that a... Sorry, where's the white ball? Oh, that's the white ball. Sorry, I thought it was a 15. Yeah, it's quite hard to see. Ah, no, on the other table. Okay, wrecking balls. Roll down, yeah, and it looks like Roll down's going to get a 10-0. Spotters now take the lead. Some may think it might have been possible so quickly after the first round. So 41, Spotters ahead by 1 point. Great stuff. I know, crazy, and Cootsy's just made a big blunder. Hey Sheridan, how you going, mate? If you guys don't mind, you can just give the stream a share, get it out there, get it out to your pool friends. Okay. That's a big blunder by Cootsy. He's not happy with that. He might get away with it though. Yeah, I don't know how he's going to split those balls out though. It's a little bit messy. Hmm. That's a good point actually there, mate. Yeah, Cootsy's very, very good at defence, and that's especially beneficial in 9 ball and 10 ball. So it might be slightly less advantageous in 8 ball, but in saying that, Cootsy just won the Nationals down in Canterbury in 8 ball, so he's he definitely knows how to play 8 ball as well. So it's a very small, not gripe, small piece of information. Okay, a nice break there by Richard, although it's kind of finished a bit funny. It's not really that clean of a spread. Hey Braden, how you going, mate? Okay, very interesting game. There hasn't been really much of a whitewash situation in a while. Actually, to be honest though, T Beginner's made somewhat easy work of wrecking balls, incredibly surprisingly. Okay. Okay, Joe Plug at the table. Joe's been very clutch today. He's, his expertise and experience has been pretty beneficial. Classic commentator's curse. But he's been doing very well. He's helped them out get to this far. Cootsy here. 11 looks like it goes in the middle. 11 in the middle and 8. Is it the 13? Sorry, 13. Not sure if the 8 does pass there. But he might just play it in the middle, to be honest. That's the 4, isn't it? I think it's a 4, though. I think he's on the 8 now. Oh, I don't know what 4 that is. That's a 5. That's the 5. No, he's on the 8. So Cootsy here for a 10-1 to get wrecking balls back in it. So Cootsy gets it 50 to 42. So Wrecking Balls takes the lead back. It's a bit of a to and fro match here. Hey Joseph, mate, your team's doing pretty well. Yeah, we're about halfway now. Richard's, oh, what a shot, Richard. Well played, mate. Great technique. Very awkward shot. Good composure. Does that 3? I'm not sure if you can see the 3 though. You might not. If I don't know if the 2 goes past the 3 there, you might be in that weird sweet spot where it's not, well, actually not so sweet at all. He might be going for a combo. No, he did go past, and you have to play the 2 in the middle if it goes. Otherwise, you have to play the bank. Marvin inspecting the rack, making sure it's tight. You've got him, mate. Very important to have those top 3 balls touching. It's not too much of an issue if the rest of the pack isn't touching, but it's just those head 3 balls that are very important. If there's any gap between those top 3 balls, it minimises the impact of the break of the cue ball, and the power transfer is minimised. And we're trying to maximise the power transfer throughout the break in the pack of the balls, which will create theoretically the best spread around the pool table. So that's why you see these guys breaking very hard, largely with a hard tip, a break cue, specifically made, normally with a phenolic tip. Okay, Jimmy looks like he's going to get this frame. Wow, play Jimmy, great shot. Gonna avoid it. He's quite straight though on the 11. Yeah, probably, yeah, just a small screw back, probably about an inch, 2 inches, probably just to the head string. Yeah, exactly where your mouse is, mate. Probably just a 2 or 3 inch screw back. It's fine, Jimmy. Great shot. Just yeah, make sure there's no in off there as well. Jimmy used to play bottom, and even Jimmy Henry's reverted. Well, not reverted. Progressed. Some will say to the Revo shaft. Interesting to note. Everyone's almost going to the Revo shaft. Definitely the future of the game. And that's a 10-6 to Wrecking Ball, so it's 48. 60. What's the score down there? So 60 to 48. Just make sure we got the score correct. It's not the easiest thing trying to keep up with these scores. Unfortunately, mate, it was 48.60. Yep, is that right? Sweet, we're actually right. It's good. Okay, let's go to watch here on the left-hand side table. Very important clearance here. Yeah, that's the issue. Oh, he's alright. Should be okay. It's going to be a bit awkward down there for Marvin, though, in the top left corner. How good's your short game? Yeah. Yeah. Sure enough. Okay. Marvin, I think Marvin should be fine. He's probably going to try and put the 8 in this bottom left corner as we look at it. Oh, no, he hasn't. Wow, what a shot. It's such great creativity by Marvin. You're right there, mate. You've got to keep it off the rail. Adding it to leaving the whip on the rail adds a lot of difficulty to the shot. So Marvin looks pretty I think Marvin putting this about 95%, if not more, even in this situation. And Marvin takes a 10-2. So 50, 58, yeah, 62. So tight. I don't know. Oh, it's probably going to come down to the last frame again at this rate. I think T Beginners are winning. That's my prediction. I think T Beginners are probably going to win the event, just the way they've played. They've played next to flawlessly all day. Unfortunately, you haven't seen them too much yet. Only their last one, I think. But you should see them later. Well, you'll be seeing them next in the grand final. They're going into the final with 2 lives. Yeah. Well, T Beginners will be going into the final with 2 lives. No, Wrecking Ball's lost to T Beginners, so Wrecking Ball's only have 1 life. Both these teams only have 1 life left. Spotters lost to Wrecking Balls, I think it was. Was that right? Yeah. Yeah. So he's got. So Wrecking Balls have already beaten Spotters once. But it was close. Just been using the scoreboard. Hey Lee, how you going, mate? Okay. Bit of a messy frame actually on the left hand side. Messy spread. Joe, of all people though, probably can deal with it. Actually, any of these 8 players in these 2 teams could probably deal with it. Don't even know if there is a weak player in either of these teams. Would be me if I was in one of these teams, though, I'll tell you that much for free. Cootsie with the creativity out of 10. Great shot. Yeah, it's hard though, mate, on these tables. It's different. Yeah, but Jimmy's also pretty good on this. I don't know. I'm not going to pick favourites. They're all pretty good. Great shot. Oh, wow. Joe threaded the needle, unfortunately. Didn't get the clearance. Very unfortunate. Yeah, very unfortunate there by Joe. Okay, Joe's trying to recover here. He might be okay, though. I think he's got a shot on all 3 bigs, actually. Around down the 8. Yeah, the right table is quite tough. Roll down here in Cootsie. I think Roll down actually might have a shot on the 4. I think Cootsie may have slightly overrun it. Great shot, Roll down. Gee, Spotters with a 10-1 win. Assuming Roll down does pop this. Yeah, I think it's pretty straight, mate. I think it's pretty straight. And 10-1, so Wrecking Ball 63, Spotters 68. Wrecking Ball 63, Spotters 68. Okay, very close, mate. We're into the last, I think it's probably about the last round now. Last 5 or 6 frames at least. And the tail end of it, the back 9. A lot of breaking and clearing, hence the relatively low score.
Yeah. We sort of expected it.
And see how many more frames there left to go. Yeah. Wow, nice shot, Joe.
Nice shot by Joe. Pop that 11. If that's the 9, I think it's the 1. There we go, it's the 1. Man! Oh, Jono's just gone off on his break.
And a terrible break by Joe.
Stack, I think the stack was just a bad break.
You should be checking that though. Yeah, it is a bad rack as well.
This will prove to be a fun game, I think.
Not a fast one. Not a fast one.
I love these games. Long, slow, draining.
Slugfest.
Speaking of slugfest, Knees of Fury.
Yeah, mate. We still have a couple tickets left, almost out.
I'm very excited for this.
If you guys do want some tickets, come down to Massey Hamilton. We'll give away free tickets. Make sure you get that one. This is so close, bro, after that mega first round from Working Balls.
Yeah, I'm gonna go double check to see how many more frames I've got to play, because it looks like they've stopped just to see how this game turns out. So I'll go have a look.
Yeah, have a look. Actually, good point. Good point, mate. Okay, Lee, mate. No worries. You must be down to the tail end of it. 78-64. Just adjust the score. Quite actually considerable lead now for spotters. What a comeback. If Wrecking Balls do lose, though, we'll have Jimmy in the commentary booth. Not right. How do you feel, Jimmy? Okay. How many more frames to go? 10 more frames? Really? Oh, last 4 games, I thought so. Shout links to go. Probably. It might come down to the last one, Links.
The way these guys are playing,
Who knows?
honestly.
This is a coin flip who wins this.
It's not alternate break here, is it? There's 4
No,
people,
no,
so
yeah. It's Spotters break. So Spotters are probably the
interesting.
favourites. 4. 14. There's no, it's actually, there's actually no tournament on tomorrow, Neelan, mate. Yep, on the Timble. Got Marco. I don't really know what to say here. It's just very tight,
Yeah,
isn't it?
I'm sort of just drawn into the match, really. I forgot I was supposed to say stuff. Alright, so on the left,
I know.
left here looks like we've got. Oh, yeah, Johnny's pulling it out.
Chocolate, because the 10's in the way. Well, what's he going to do here? Is he playing a double? No, he's playing
I
safe,
think he's
right?
playing safe. Get that 10 out of there.
Can he get the white ball behind the 14? What a
Look at
shot!
that.
What a shot, Jono. Great play, mate. It's 10 out of 10. It's the highest of levels when it comes to safety play. Look at that control, mate. It's
got-
sensational.
Got Marvin. He looks doing bigs. Going for the. It's brilliant. We need to get some TV
Glasses.
balls, I think.
I know, mate. The old that's where the Aerith is a bit easier to see, mate. The what do they call it? The TV set. I'm not sure what this set's called, but the pink 4 and the brown 15 makes it a bit easier to see. I know, I quite like Cyclops. Jeez, okay. Got great shot by Jono. I'm going to pick Jono to win this frame just based off that shot there. And the 6 is not a bad shot by Richard Alfonso.
4 over the pocket. His 6 is still tied up, but the good thing about those balls that are left over the pocket like that, you can pretty much get anywhere on the table if you hit it right. So does have a little bit to work with. Jono's move was probably to try and get him to sink that 4.
It's hard, eh? Because Jono's, Richard's 6 is also tied up. Hey, Pat, how you going, mate?
If Jono can actually sink that 4 now, if he can screw back on this ball, sink the 4, call the save, and then that would force. I mean, he's giving away a point though. That's the only thing.
Point that 1 point to be massive.
Nope, just gone up table.
Loves that 14 ball being there. Always touch of too much bottom.
Must not have been trying to get behind that 14. It looks pretty good from that save. Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, it should be fine. Although he could swerve around there. It's like a slight massage. Just go cushion first, doesn't he? Just go full ball, because if he does go full ball, he's risking truck and trailing. But in saying that, the 6 is still stitched up anyway, so no guarantee, Miguel.
Marvin on the left, he's just missed the 14, which lets Glenn back on the table. That little cluster in the middle is bothering all of them, I think.
Yeah, I think you could be right there, Charlie, actually, mate.
That's 6 there. He'll break it out here, I think. Nah, just wants to nudge it. Ooh. He can split that up with the 5.
Nice little kiss there. Cootsie,
Cootie's going to split this up
here. I
here.
think Cootsie should be okay, really. It's not a very difficult.
He's going to split this up. Cootie's going to split that 6 up with the 5. If that split goes well, he should be well on his way to clearing it up. That's the 1. Ooh, 6 should go in the middle where the 3 is.
Nice, Cootsie. Oh, actually, is that 3 go? Oh, shit.
Alright, so Glenn might have to go for the 3 in the middle, come back for the 7, and then hopefully get on the right side of that 6 to put the 6 in the same pocket as the 3.
Does that 3 go? And because it does, it's a...
Logan's a little bit, he's looking at the wrong screen, I think.
Sorry guys, a bit of delay on the live stream. In terms of, I've been looking at the live stream, opposed to what's happening right now. Sorry guys, it's about 4 seconds delayed, so it's alright.
Glenn's got a tough shot in the 6. Richard staring at that. I'm assuming he's on. He is on bigs.
No, Richard's on small.
Oh, smalls is he?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I think you play the 6 into the 4 here.
It's tough. You just got to know where that 6 is going to land and where that white ball's going to
If you hit it on the right hand side of the 4 or somewhat thick, you should be alright.
Yeah, if you aim for that gap, the gap between the 4 and the rail, that 6 should stay to that cushion. The white ball should head towards that area too, and you should have a decent shot on the 6. Needs to make sure he hits the right side. Oh, he went for the 4 straight away, and he's whipped around for the 6. Brilliant shot. Wow. Awesome. Shows what we know, eh?
Yeah, obviously we know nothing, mate.
Beautiful there. Richard with a 10-4 win.
Okay,
There
Richard
it is.
10-4.
10-4.
That's big. I think Spotters might be almost locked it up now. But it is only 10 in it. It's only one break and clear away, Miguel.
Yeah, that's right. We've got to remember these guys have the capability to break and clear quite easily, so it's all down to the lucky roll of the ball. Oh man! Oh, you hear the woos and the awes from downstairs. That's 10-5 to Marvin. Another win for the Spotters. There we go. That wraps it up, team. So, Spotters move on to play 10 beginners for the grand prize of $10,000. Wrecking Balls will not walk away empty-handed. They will take away $5,000 for themselves. What a match. Break and clear, and towards the end, Spotters just had to pull away for that one. Stay tuned. We're going to put up another live stream for the grand final. You won't want to miss it. Two very impressive teams. 10 beginners will have 2 lives and Spotters will have 1 live. So for Spotters to beat 10 beginners, they'll have to beat them twice, or what we call a double dip. And 10 beginners will only have to win once. So we'll see you back here soon.